Janeen, can you unmute your microphone and let me know where you are?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi,
And I,
honey.
hi
Okay,
there.
this is Janeen, and she's going to tell you where she's from, and her story is literally miraculous.
It really is. My name is Janeen Tripp, and my husband Jerry and I live in Denver, Colorado. Um, Donette and I worked together in another company a long time ago. And in fact, Donette and I hadn't even talked to each other for about 12 years, maybe a wave on Facebook once a month. And I did a post on Facebook about walking until I'm 104. I'm 74 now. And she wrote me a little note and said, "Hey, I have something that might help you walk till you're 104." So I called her. Um, our whole family, we got our patches mid-December, my husband and I, and several of our family members had them in that first week that they ordered before we even got ours. And we've had many incredible stories. We have 6 kids and 95-year-old mom and 17 grandkids. So we've had some pretty great stories. But my son-in-law is the one I want to tell you about tonight. Jared is just turning 49. And when he was 22, he was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa. And this is a disease, a hereditary disease, and nobody else in his family has had it, but that's the way it comes through your chromosomes. And what happens is you go blind from the outside in, so you just lose peripheral and get smaller and smaller. So from the time he was 22, he was losing his sight, and it would get less and less. He stopped driving about 12 years ago. He couldn't drive anymore. And then again, he just kept getting smaller and smaller. Nothing holds this man down. He gets up on the roof and puts up the Christmas lights and cuts trees with a chainsaw and all that kind of thing, but he can't see. Um, and actually, his vision was pretty much totally gone over the last 3 and 4 years. And so he started patching with just the X39 on December 23rd. And on New Year's Day, he looked down and saw his hand. And he was like, he said, I closed my eyes and shook my head and looked again, and it was still there. And you got to understand, he hadn't seen anything. And for the next 3 days, he kept seeing things. He doesn't see like we do with you see the whole scope of vision, but he gets flashes of vision. So there's a vase in our we share a home with Jared and Jennifer and their 4 kids. There's a vase in our kitchen window, and he has moved that vase many times. He knew what it felt like, but he looked up and saw it. He finally told Jennifer after 3 days. He said, I could not tell anybody because I couldn't believe it myself. I could not wrap my brain around the idea that I was seeing. And he said, I just wanted to keep it a secret between God and I. So he told Jennifer, and then Jerry and I were out of town. In fact, we were at Oklahoma City at a LifeWave meeting. And we got home, and they told us that night. They had just told the kids before we got there. And one of our grandsons, who's 13, he says, Hey, Dad, if you can see again, does that mean we can play football? I mean, it's things like that that are just amazing. Our entire families have been praying that one day Jared would be able to see again. But his doctors had said that his optic nerve was non functional, and that, they didn't give any hope. All the research is being done with stem cells, but he doesn't have the genes that would support any of that. So, surprise. Jared has always said, Jesus just put mud on the blind man's eye and he could see. And I would sure like to have some of that mud. Well, He saw his wife's face for the first time in 6 years. That's a big deal. Our whole family is like over the moon excited about it. And he didn't get the mud, but he got the patch.
Hallelujah.
So, Donette, thank you so much for calling.